I never gave that crimson envelope a second thought at first. It looked like just another HOA notice, probably nagging about fence paint or leaf piles. But when I tore it open, my world tilted. They were straight up barring me from the sole road to my secluded riverside retreat me home, my sanctuary, my hard-earned slice of peace. And then there were the pictures. Eerie, zoomed-in snaps of me lounging on my porch, captured from the thicket like some stalker had been lurking just beyond the tree line. That's when dread crept in, cold and real. But they picked the wrong target. See, there's something they overlooked about me. Let me take you through how this mess exploded into something way bigger. And hey, have you ever tangled with an overzealous HOA? Spill your nightmare in the comments. I read 'em all. This tale turns downright twisted. My name's Alex Harper. I'm 45 now, and until that fateful Wednesday 2 months back, I figured I'd nailed the ideal post-career life. Spent 25 years as a boundary mapper, pinching pennies to snag my dream spot in Willow Creek Estates 12 years ago. It's Modesta cozy 3-room cabin tucked amid the oaks, with a veranda gazing out at the rippling water. The sort of haven where dawn brings nothing but chirps and the soft lap of waves. I reach it via a lone gravel path that spans an ancient timber crossing over Willow Stream. Serene, secluded everything I hustled for after ditching the urban grind. Trouble brewed with Evelyn Whitaker. She's 68, a former prosecutor turned HOA overlord, ruling our enclave like her private fiefdom. Evelyn lords over the grandest mansion here, with manicured greens that scream excess. Right off, she sniffed at my unkempt ways. My pickup gets muddy from actual off-road hauls. I strum folk tunes on my veranda cause solitude needs a soundtrack. And sure, I head into town thrice weekly for supplies cause, well, eating's non-negotiable. None of it jived with her pristine vision. I should have caught the red flag sooner, but you know how it goes, clarity hits in the rear view. That Wednesday dawn, I fished out this hefty scarlet packet crammed into my mailbox, jammed like it had been shoved with spite. Fancy stock, the type litigators wield to rattle you pre-read. Inside, the bombshell, Mr. Harper, you are indefinitely prohibited from utilizing the estate access lane due to overuse infractions and structural harm. I reread it 4 times, sinking onto my stoop, pulse racing. Banned from my own driveway. For breathing? It felt like a prank, but the authority reeked of legitimacy. Then the chills hit. Stapled were glossy images of my cabin, angled from dense foliage trespass territory. One caught my truck from behind a birch clump. Another, my seating from 60 yards deep. The gut puncher, me midstrom, lens peered from shadows. Nausea surged, not just privacy shredded, but the implication, eyes on me, unseen, for weeks, months. Fear and fury warred inside. I scoured the gravel trail, spotting alien ruts broad, fresh, from a bulky rig not mine. They'd scoped my turf boldly, reversing at my boundary. Skin-prickling stuff. Back indoors, I unearthed my 2013 title and plat zones. I drafted myself as a mapper. No land grab without my own meticulous staking. Unrolling them on the counter, I traced contours, halting at a scrawled aside. Eastern edge reaches stream, timber span, exclusive right-of-way. My breath hitched. Did I own that crossing? Could it be that straightforward? Look, I'm no model resident, me rigs utilitarian. Tunes fill the quiet, trips keep me fed. But exiled for normalcy? This reeked of vendetta, not rules. Paranoia? Maybe, but hidden cams justify it. Testing waters, I cruised past Evelyn's on a supply run. There she was, binoculars glued, tracking like I was prey. I waved. She didn't flinch, holding fixed till I vanished. Surveillance chronic. Then, that eve, veranda staring at the moonlit span, mind whirling on that note. I pondered confronting or letting her self-sabotage. Patience or panic. I opted for intel, canvassing locals. First, Harold Jenkins, 82, estate vet since the 70s, porch sipping sage. Over brew, I spilled the envelope saga and snaps. He nodded sagely. Boy, he drawled. Evelyn pressured me to unload my plot 4 years past. I balked. My post vanished for 3 months. Postal probe fixed it. She's got a playbook. Playbook chilled me. Harold detailed her MO, badgering veterans till they cracked and sold. Why the purge? Deeper waters, perhaps. Next, Laura Benson, Realty was blocks away. She arched brows at my bandtail. Odd thing, she mused. Evelyn commissioned valuations on every Riverside home last year bar yours. Yours had entry issues making it valueless. Issues. Foreboding. That night, paranoia peaked. I pored over county archives. Stomach-turning finds. For waterfront parcels dumped to Willow Ventures Incorporated, a 2-year-old entity at 35% under value. Like fire sales. HOA logs linked. Each seller hit with pre-sale citations. Mr. Alvarez for overgenomed yard, 3 figures total. The Ramirez clan for postbox elevation breach. The Patels for serenity disruptions. Not random engineered exodus for cheap grabs. Phoning Willow Ventures, heart thumping. Her voice answered. Evelyn Whitaker. Click. Puzzle solved. She helmed a land grab racket, weaponizing HOA to hound folks into dumping homes to her firm. Bold, borderline legal if unproven. But she'd aired targeting a mapper with fight. Bridge note loomed. Confront or bide. Bide, gut said. This transcended my lane. Every bullied soul deserved reckoning. If docs held, I held the kill switch. 3 days post-call, another missive. Summons to urgent HOA assembly on the Alex Harper issue. Mandatory? Laughable, but showdown beckoned. I packed plats, records, Ventures dirt sealed. Center buzzed. Whispers branded me villain. He's the disruptor, one hissed. Energy toxic, faces fearful of next mark. Evelyn gavel slammed order, suited like Judgment Day. We convene on Mr. Harper's blatant scorn for norms, eroding our worth. Scorn? For errands? She lambasted my blight truck, incessant jaunts ruining pavement, defiant vibe. I rose. Monthly washes, thrice weekly drives upgrade if Sparkle's entry fee? Snickers irked her. Board piled on. Treasurer whined my lantern's scarred nights. Dusk solar glows. Secretary decried my strum's shattering peace. Sunday Beatles covers. A distant neighbor, Diane Ellis, claimed I bred insecurity by hermiting. Isolated, I seethed Wood's escape turned tribunal. Hour dragged, votes for ouster. But I hinted, next chat needs my files. Her flicker betrayed worry. Postmeet, anon email. Sorry for opposing. Evelyn blacklists threats mom's frail. Watch yourself. From Diane. Revelation. Fear ruled, not hate. Neighbors shielded via betrayal. Rage boiled her terror regime pitted us. Weekend dive into purchase vault. Lockbox yielded my self-drafted 2013 survey precise to the pebble. Exhilaration revisited. Why this plot sang. Lines confirmed. Span squarely mine. Pro habit paid off. Monday, I blasted estate list. Urgent gathering by Alex Harper Re. Pathway rights. Friday, 7 p.m. Center. All invited. Evelyn couldn't nix bylaws bound. Friday packed. Her flanked by cronies. Air Electric. I unveiled sealed survey. Per my county filed 2013 map, the timber crossing over Willow Stream? Wholly on my parcel. Uproar shouts, disbelief. Evelyn bolted up. Absurd. Communal for ages. I countered with filings. Care to review, Evelyn? Jaw clamped. Original 70s build assumed public, but Streamarks place it on lot 912 mine. Mine shifted. If I owned, her ban mocked itself. Harold grinned. Knew that span was fishy. Attaboy. Murmurs turned accusatory her way. Chaos reigned. I packed, sensing tide turn. Her glare? Pure venom, laced with terror. Win or war ignition. 3 days on, certified threat. Cease/desist. Fraudulent claims, nuisance. Shoddy legalese, phantom bylaws. Footer. Interim oversight. When interim. Sketchy. Harold vouched Sophia Grant. Dispute ace. Her laugh at the letter. Trash. Bogus clauses. But election probe? Wormhole. Last year's vote, 48. Hour whisper notice. Dozen attendees of 70 homes. No proxies, unfiled minutes. Board's bogus, Alex. Decisions voidable. Explained aggression fake, power crumbles under eyes. Anons flooded. Mail halts. Gnome wars. Parking farces. Pattern ironclad. Sophia unearthed Ventures bankrolling HOA suits. Resort permits via her nods. Scam massive. Depress values. Harass sales. Flip for luxury lodge. Stakes soared community demolition for greed. Victims haunted me. Fight morphed personal to crusade. Justice or hubris? Bit both, but retreat betrayed the displaced. Sophia sued Monday. Probe authority, damages for plot, nullify rulings. Response: new counsel, old ditched. Settlement floated, drop bans, access restored for silence. Evelyn vetoed in rage-fueled huddle. No cave to rabble-rouser. Fatal pride. Hearing Thursday, nerves raw. What if docs flopped? Judge sliced. Basis against filed survey? Counsel flounder read no counter-ev, no election proof. Admission, letter unsanctioned. Ruling crushed, span mine. Board dissolved till fair vote. $18,000 damages plus fees for calculated torment to compel forfeiture. Vindication washed over. Harold clapped. Freed us all. Laura noted sales halted. Inquiries spikedureni free allure. Evelyn's Hail Mary. Appeal rally for judicial tyranny. Tuesday Eve, I spied from lot. Trio attendees, her preaching to echoes. Poetic isolated after isolating. Month later, judgment plus bills forced her sale irony. Values up 20% post-scandal. Buyers? Pooled families, turning it communal hub for a wholesome clan. Ventures folded, permits yanked, deals undone. I rallied rebuild meet turnout huge, vibes hopeful. Harold, Laura helm transparent board. Votes public, focus gardens over gripes. Bridge bash, charter signed for dialogue over dread. Not ownership, I said, but bonds. 6 months on, Enclave thrives model hood, fear-free. Evelyn fled to Florida, bitter rants online backfiring as grudge badges. I retained span not dominance. But memento, bullies fall when challenged smartly. Battles unwanted often essential. Was it worth escalating when lives hung in balance? Or should I have folded for peace? Would you expose a corrupt system knowing backlash, or protect your own skin? Drop your take below. Did Alex overstep, or was justice overdue? Hit like if this fired you up, smash subscribe for more raw showdowns, and bell that notification.